Hey guys, welcome to my video. My name is Carrie and today I want to talk to y'all about what Americorps is and just my experience of being an Americorps member for this past year. First thing I want to do is just tell y'all what Americorps is in the most simplest way that I can say it. And Americorps is a service year opportunity for people who want to help out in local communities in a way that is gonna take them from whatever location they're at, maybe relocate them somewhere else. For instance, I am in Austin, Texas, and I got here because of my service year that I chose to do. And then that leads me into why I did Americorps in the first place. So I graduated college in December of 2017, and within January, the very next month, I was moving here to Austin to start my job. I would be working with a group of individuals who were like-minded, that helping out in a community was something that they saw themselves doing and wanted to do, and that just really made me want to do this. And when I was searching, I had no way thought I was gonna pick the program that I picked. So the program I picked is called Casa Verde Builders in Austin, Texas with American Youth Works, and it's literally a construction program. I got my degree in sociology with an emphasis of pre-ministry and my minor in kinesiology, and I decided to do service in construction work. No experience, zero, but no experience was needed, which was great. We had orientation, we had OSHA classes, we got NCCER certified. That's my little certification right there. I had to look at it because I forgot what it was. But we got certified for that so that when we are on construction sites, we know a little bit of what we're doing while we're training and helping out people by building things that they wouldn't be able to afford on their own, or building things that they need repairs in their home that they could not pay for other people to do for them. Dang it, Mom, why are you calling me right now? Just a minute. Hi, Mom.
Yes, what's up? How are you? Where are you going? Where are you at?
I'm making a YouTube video right now.
Oh my gosh, but where are you?
I'm in Austin, but let me call you back, okay?
Bye.
Bye, love you.
Love you.
We love our moms, always. So when I first started as an Americorps member, we were camping every week, Monday through Friday, at a state park, Lake Whitney, and what we did there was we built cabins. We had the crew before us. They finished up, or they weren't finished with the project that they started, which within your time limit, you can either have like a 6-month term or a whole year term, but they're done by hours, so 900 hours or 1,700 hours. I chose a 1,700 hour term, which would be a whole year, and I actually just finished it. Today is November 17th. I finished my 1,700 hours maybe 2 or 3 days ago in the middle of our trip to Big Bend. So it's really cool. I finished 1,700 hours of service and I'm super thankful for that opportunity. So that's why I decided to talk about it with y'all. And so let's go back to the very beginning. Like I was saying, what we did was Monday through Friday, we camped in our tents and we woke up and we built cabins to the roofing, to the screen windows, to hanging the doors, putting up siding, making the frames, everything. We did it all. It was really cool. I'll forever have that experience. I don't know if I can build my own house on my own, but I did learn how to make a cabin, so that's a plus. And it was really cool because we would go out there Monday through Friday, do that whole shindig, sleep together, as in like we all had our own tents. The company actually provided us with everything, so I didn't have to spend anything on camping gear, which can add up and become really expensive. So I got a sleeping pad, a sleeping bag, a tent, and then they provided us with food for the whole week with all the cooking supplies we needed. So really, we were saving money. And also, you should know is that when you're an Americorps member, you get paid on a stipend amount, which is not a lot. You're pretty much exchanging like an hourly pay for a set amount for every 2 weeks. It's kind of close to like having a salary, except it is also, it's like below the poverty line of how much we get paid. And it's just the idea that you will be humbling yourself to work in a community, to volunteer there, to also kind of live as those that you're serving, to understand and make a greater impact on what you're doing. So we'd go out there, camp all week, and we were right there by the lake, so we could be super hot after camping all day. And you know, we're in Texas, so we would get 100-degree weathers out there and then get to jump in the lake. Majority of my time out there was actually in the winter seasons of Texas. So January through February, there were times that it got below freezing and we were camping out there, and somehow we made it. Campfires every night, sleeping super close to my best friend Amanda, and just doing things like that to keep ourselves warm, running right before you go to sleep just because you wanted to get the blood flowing and make yourself your body heat raised so that you could sleep comfortably and wake up for the next morning to work all over again. So when we were done with building the cabins at Lake Whitney, we moved on to work back in Austin. So it was normal 8 to 5. We would show up and go to a work site, and we did these things called go bonds, where we would go to homes of families who could not afford to make any repairs, or also elderly people and just low-income families that would be able to that we would be able to help where they couldn't. So we were able to replace a roof for a family who needed it. They were having leaks in their home, so we learned how to replace the roofs. We also focus on green building, so we use metal roofs. We use different kind of things that would just make it more energy efficient and save the homeowners even more money on top of doing the work for them at no cost. And then after that, we did a whole house. Actually, our program didn't start the house, but we got to see it when it was just a skeleton to now being a completed project. So the home is about to be completely finished, and it's gonna go to a family or just an individual who is going to be able to live there at a low price in a green efficient home that was built by people who believed in helping them. And not only that, just it's really cool to be able to see that the work that you put in is going to get to go to somebody who deserves it, and not only deserves it, it's going to help them in the long run save money, because Austin is a growing city and it's becoming very expensive to own any type of land or live here. So it's really cool to see that we can help out a family, and hopefully it's like a local. We won't probably be able to see the end product of who's gonna purchase it, because like I said, my term is over, but I know that it's gonna end up being very appreciated and to somebody who is going to need that house, and they get to live in it now. So other things about my Americorps term, I was blessed to be a crew leader for my Americorps position. So at the very beginning of the year, I wrote in a letter of intent and was selected to become a crew leader. I just kept the crew on track of what we were doing and just made sure everybody was having a good time all at the same time. Because above all, if you choose to do an Americorps program, you never will get an experience like this ever again. So make sure to have so much fun. And yes, so the way I found my Americorps program, I know I'm everywhere, but this is important, was I went on a website called serviceyear.org. I'm not sponsored. I think I'm supposed to say that. I'm new at this YouTube thing, but I'm not sponsored by Service Year. But you can put into a search engine anything you want. You can say what state, what type of work you'd like to do. If you like to work with music, if you want to work with children, if you want to work for education, if you want to work for homeless people, if you want to work in a conservation corps. You can filter all that and it will post those things and when they're coming up. And it's just as easy as applying, y'all. And then you get to move somewhere that you maybe have never been. I'm from Texas, but I've only been to Austin once, and now I've lived here for a year, and I love it. But it's really cool because you get the opportunity to go wherever you would like to go. My next term, which I am doing another term, I hope is in another state. I know it's gonna be in another state. I'm going somewhere else, maybe to the mountains, maybe to the ocean. I don't know, but it's gonna be really great. I do think that Americorps is for everybody. There's a program for everybody. They do there is like an age requirement. It's in between the ages of 18 and I think some of them go up to 32, but the most that I see, it's around 18 to 27. And I think it's mainly because the people that they are trying. Did I have sweat on my lip this entire time? Oh, well, there you go. I'm not perfect, and talking in front of a camera makes me nervous, but I'm doing it. And I had sweat on my lip, but we're good now. Gosh, why am I saying all this in front of the camera? I'm crazy. But I do think that Americorps is for everybody. Back to the story. And last but not least, one thing that a lot of people don't know, or that really kind of sold me, is that I have student debt, student loans that I had to pull out during college that I will have to pay back for the rest of my life. But I just might not have to, because with the Americorps program, when you finish so many hours, you get an education award, and that can go directly to future schooling, loans that you have gotten. So those are gonna go to that to help me pay it. And it is like for how many hours I did, I will be getting an education award. That's gonna allow me to pay off a pretty good chunk of my loans, because I plan to do 2 years, and with 2 years I'll be able to pay a good amount, and I'm thankful for that, especially for Americorps. Overall, I think Americorps is a super cool experience that if you are questioning at all what you're gonna do next after college, if you're even out of college already for a couple of years and you're like, I'm still not really liking what I'm doing, try Americorps, y'all. And you can just do 900 hours. 6 months is so short. A year is so short. I've already done 1,700 hours of service. What? I can't believe it. I can't even believe I've been in another town for a year. Like, that's really cool to me. And to think that I can go somewhere like Montana, Oregon, California, Colorado. I can go to any of these places. New York. I can go to any of these places and do the same thing and help in a community, live there for a year when I probably wouldn't have done it before. And with that, be able to impact a community and impact myself. Americorps will not only reward those outside, but also yourself on the inside. So if you have any questions, I'm not a pro, I don't know everything about Americorps, but I am totally able to answer anything in the comments down below. If you just say like, oh, I'm interested in this, or what was that website? I'm probably gonna have them linked in the description box. I will have them linked there, and that way you can check it out for yourself. And if it's not something for you, which I think it is for you, then at least you got to learn about it, and I got to tell you about my cool experience as a Americorps member. So just like I said before, like my video if you can, subscribe to my channel because I really am excited for this. I'm gonna be making videos and I like it. So I want you to join me on this journey of making YouTube videos. Like it, comment down below any questions you have, or just maybe a fun video you think I should do next, and subscribe. Above all, that's all. One day I will get good at ending these videos, and right now it's not. Oh, I know. I want to give a super thank you to Amanda because I'm using her phone. A series of unfortunate events have happened, and this is my only way to make videos, and she is willing to just hand her phone over to me for 30-20 minutes so I can make videos and send them all to my phone and edit them that way. But it's gonna work out. I also met Amanda in Americorps, so you'll find really good friends. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah!